So, what's the difference between product management and product marketing roles? Is there a discrepancy in the job, and what are like the differences in terms of salary, and what are the differences in terms of responsibility? Honestly, I'm just going to get to it right now. I've been posting up a lot of roles, as you guys can go up there and see. If you guys have access over to my Airtable, I've been adding a lot of different types of jobs for product manager roles, like just tons upon tons upon tons upon tons upon tons. And we basically have all of this information in here about like screenshots with links. Hey, we're hiring for like an experienced product manager, like we're hiring for a product manager, and then basically all that other good stuff, right? What most people do when I post stuff for a product marketing role is that like product managers sometimes think like it's a step down or there's like a major difference. Let me go ahead and explain it to you from a business perspective. From a business perspective, it's almost an identical role because product managers are just being paid to solve whatever problems the business has. So I've seen a lot of product managers take on responsibilities that are not necessarily in a textbook definition has to do anything with product management. And the role has expanded a lot in the last 15 years. There's a lot of things that product managers do just even within the last 2 years that was unimaginable. A few years ago, they would have had other people go ahead and do it. But like the overall trend is like product managers now are just a jack of trades in all things related to product. Like a few years ago when the market was really, really hot, you'd have all these different product management specializations like product manager slash growth, product manager like slash like comma strategy, product manager comma roadmap. Like you would just have a product manager, all they just did was the roadmap. You'd have a product analytics manager, you'd have a product operations manager, and then you have a product communications manager. And you also, part of those roles is like product marketing manager. But if we're taking a look at the product management profession 10 years ago, usually a product manager did all that shit. And the product manager, a lot of the times, was also their own associate product manager and product analyst too. You're like in an extremely good situation if a company can give you an associate product manager or even a product manager intern for free. So product managers had to do a lot of this. A lot of product managers don't realize, appreciate, or even like I guess have the self-awareness that they are doing the product marketing aspect for a lot of companies right now. A lot of companies cut product marketing managers out of the org. And product managers basically have to fill that product marketing job. So when product managers get upset, they're like, why are you posting up a product marketing role? I think it just really comes from the fact that they're pissed off that they're doing all this work and they don't feel like they're getting compensated from it. But in the eyes of the company, you're solving problems. Just like how there's like a program manager role. Somebody saw this this testimonial. It's like, well, is program management product management? In some companies, program management, product management is called program management. At Microsoft, they call their product managers program managers. And when you're big enough, you could call it whatever it is that you want. At the end of the day, product managers, unlike other roles, are thrown problems that nobody else in the organization even remotely wants to try to solve, and they are going to go ahead and solve those problems. Okay, that's the truth. Same thing with program management. At the end of the day, you're being paid to solve problems because everybody else, you want to know what makes product special and what makes product AI proof. Everybody else, like software engineering, is just like, just tell me what to do and I'll do it. Product managers actually start day one telling other people what to do. So in terms of salary, whether you're a product manager or a product marketing manager, the size of your salary and your paycheck and your bank account is basically the size of the problems that you're solving. Except with marketing, I think it's much more revenue focused, and a lot of product managers have to give it a shot. I just sourced up 53 postings right now, and my people are getting interviews up, down, left, right, and center. But if you have to be smart, if you are actually subscribing to this theory that the market's not hiring for product managers, then you have to, wouldn't it just make sense for you to expand the scope of what it is that you can go out there and reach out to as a professional? I remember that there was a gas station in California in the South Beach area, which is like where Redondo Beach is, Manhattan Beach is, and it's the southwest part of town. They effectively turn the kitchens at the gas station. The owner took over these old gas stations, and these old gas stations used to have these kitchens because people would come, like truckers, and they would go out there and buy food. But nobody, I think you have to have like a Medal of Honor level, almost a Medal of Honor level courage to be able to eat food from a kitchen from a gas station, right? And they were selling it. They were renting out those kitchens. That's actually how KFC got started, by the way. But I knew some people that actually started up a burger shop. This is way before COVID, and they did actually very well. And it was actually very smart because it was so hard to get a loan and it was so hard to get approval. But when you're a kitchen inside a gas station, you had all those licenses already grandfathered in from the 60s, so you didn't really need all that. And everything's out in the open anyway, so like they usually have to run a pretty clean shop, right? Because you're like near gas and everything. But like, I'm telling you this story is a boy. You telling me to get you guys think outside the box, because that's what product managers are supposed to do. Come at this with this like victim behavior. Like, but why? Like, that's not gonna put food on your table. That's not gonna help put rent money on the table to keep a roof on top of your head. I'm showing my people how to get jobs and becoming product management influencers. So I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. Do yourself a favor, okay? Expand the roles that you're going after, because a lot of product managers are already doing product marketing work. And if I'm going to be honest, it's easier for you to go ahead and get paid promotions. Like, it's easier for you to get paid promotions and I think justify higher salaries, because marketing has a direct correlation with revenue. 80% of product managers are working on building an internal product that will never see the light of day, that does not have anything to do with revenue. So when they're interviewing, they're having a difficult time. They're working on internal tools, so you're basically automating your own job away along with the rest of product management. There's nothing to show for it, and it's very hard for you to keep asking for a salary bump because you're working on internal tools. At least on the product marketing side, you can show people what it is that you've been working on. Because every product manager wants to work on a client-facing app, right? Like Spotify, Airbnb. Instagram. People want to go to those companies because when they're going on an interview, who doesn't have those apps on their phone? Right? Shit. I mean, some of you might get paid a lot of money right now, or did, but if you were working as a product manager for Little Red Book, 小红书, you'd be crushing it right now too. Because why? It's client-facing. So don't hold yourself hostage and stop thinking you're unqualified. A lot of you were already doing product marketing when you were setting up the go-to-market plan, when you were doing the pricing strategy, when you were doing the customer feedback, when you were updating the UI. You were already when you were doing the competitive market research and analysis, you were already doing product marketing. So all of that aggravation just comes from the fact that your job hunt has been going absolutely jack shit nowhere. You're too cheap to go out there and invest in your job hunt. Meanwhile, the people that have been investing in their job hunt with us has been getting jobs, paying cash money at above market rates because they also have a network and better skills. And you can hate me all you want, but while you're watching this YouTube video right now, we printing cash. So wouldn't you rather, don't you want me to help me and my team to help put more money into your bank account? I think you rather would. Because how pissed off would you be when you finally are making the amount of money you deserve to be making? I'm not here to hurt you. I'm here to go out there and try to make you rich. Isn't that why you got into the tech game to begin with, to go out there and print cash? So schedule a call. Stop playing around, because Q1's almost over. January went by like that. Schedule a call. Let's get you enrolled in the program. We have payment plans, and we also have financing options. No reason why we can't get you started. Let's get you paid. Let's get you to be a product manager influencer, so you're part of the coolest tribe of kids on the block, and let's get you out of here. Let's do it. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already.